I love her.
Hey. Hi, Ron. Hey,
Hi.
Jimmy.
Hi, my new best friend.
How are you? How are you feeling?
I feel terrific, for such a short time. I feel good, but you are so beautiful in person.
Oh,
and on screen.
No, on screen, screen you see 3-dimension in person. I mean, there's Ron. There's Ron.
Yeah,
Ron,
but I'm not as beautiful as my husband.
No, you are. You're more beautiful than him. Get out of here, Ron. We're gonna get to it. We have to know how you got her because she's a beauty.
Hang on, we gotta introduce them.
And she's a sweetie pie.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, Hollywood's coolest and most gorgeous power couple, the amazing Devin DeVasquez and Ronn Moss. Hello and welcome to the show.
Oh, hello, and thank you for having us. Prince,
hello.
Say hello
Hang on.
to you guys.
Okay, so you guys look at this dog. This is the coolest dog ever. He's 3 pounds, right? 3 pounds?
2.5.
2.5 pounds. And when we were at Sue Wong's party, Ron was walking the dog, and it was so cute. And it has its own Facebook page that has more followers than I do. What's the
Instagram?
Instagram.
Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince, 1999.
And this is Astro Boy, our little 7-pound baby. Look at him.
Go on Hang on.
He's a rescue too, Mr.
Yes,
Prince.
so's Astro. Hi, Astro. Say hi to Devin and Mr. Prince. Ron disappeared. I think he had trouble with the sound, maybe, because I heard him doing a test.
He's such a perfectionist with his sound.
Of course he is. He's like in one of the greatest bands ever. Of course he's perfectionist. That just like works. So you guys, while we don't have Ron, we have a chat room full.
But wait a minute. While we don't have Ron, we could talk about her.
No, wait. We have to just say hi. We have a chat room full of people. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody. I wish I could see their comments.
Every once in a while, they'll throw them up on the.
Meanwhile, in person, she's the sweetest, the nicest, the most down-to-earth little girl. And I flipped over her and I said, she's my new best friend.
Okay, Ron, can you hear us?
I think you're terrific.
No, he can't hear us.
Ron, how come?
I wonder why he can't hear us.
That's nonsense.
Because he's a stickler for his sound, and he was trying to get me to put your ears on for better sound, and look at him. You can't even hear him.
No, we can hear him, I think, but he can't hear us. So tell him to pull his headphones out. Pull your headphones
off.
Take your headphones off and just unplug it and just do it live without the headphones and see if you can hear us.
Just unplug and do it live.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you, but we can't.
Hear you for some reason.
You can't hear us?
I don't know why.
But you just answered it. Of course you can hear us.
No, he can't hear us. No, he said he doesn't know why he can't hear us.
Take the damn headphones off, Ron.
Screen, got the audio.
Unplug your headphones. She's writing it in the thing. In the meantime, oh shit, hold on, I lost my headphones now.
Now Jimmy lost his sound. Birds of a feather flock together.
He goes overboard with the sound sometimes because he thinks it's going to be much better.
I wonder if he can
the naked sound of the.
I wonder if he can see the chat though. Hang on, let's see.
Can you text message him?
Unplug your headphones.
I can't because I'm on my phone here.
Unplug your headphones. There you go.
Did he get that?
Your headphones. I don't know if he can see. He should be able to see that. I hope he can see it. Otherwise, he can come and sit next to you.
I will
unplug my headphones.
You guys,
yes.
Let me go to his office and come back. I can go because he can't hear. I can do that. Or we can just forget about him and just talk about Mr. Prince.
And you and Mr. Prince. You and
Make
Mr.
fun
Prince.
Of him.
We're crazy with these dogs, you and I. My Astro was so happy to see me after our week in New York. He hasn't stopped kissing me and hugging me and running all over.
Ron, can you hear us?
Off,
hold on.
Now you can hear us.
He's got real equipment. Oh, you can hear us.
See that?
I'm in there and I can hear you now.
Yay!
Okay. Well, I hope he didn't hear about the boyfriend you have, Devin. I did this. We were sitting in Sue Wong's whatever room, and I called up Sean Kanan's wife, my sweetheart,
Michelle.
Michelle. And I said to Michelle, there's a woman here at Sue Wong's who's been seeing your husband and she's going to take him away from you. So Michelle said, oh, good.
So hold on, everybody.
And
now-
then I handed the phone to Devin. Michelle was hysterical.
So everybody, now we want, since we welcome Devin, now we want to welcome Ronn Moss. Ron, say hi to the chat room. We got a chat room full of people. There we go.
Here. We are here.
There we go.
So how are you, old buddy? You're looking good.
I'm good. I'm really
Good,
good. I'm feeling
good.
good.
Everybody's
I
wondering,
wonder if you'll
why
Ron.
the beard and everything, Ron? Why did you tell them?
Okay, tell us.
He's playing
Okay.
Satan.
Go for it, Devin.
No, you tell them.
I'm preparing for a role in a Texas Western. We're going to
Yes.
film in Texas. So
I know it's with Antonio Sabato Jr.
It's called.
Oh, we know him.
Yeah, he's
It's
been
called
on our show.
Trailblazers. Trailblazers
Yeah.
is the name of the movie, and we're set to film with a lot of friends with Antonio Sabato, and
He's a
Bunch
sweet
of-
guy. He's
Yeah,
got a
he is.
he's
I've
got a
known him many
huge
years.
Batman collection.
He is infatuated with Bruce Wayne. Yes.
Yes,
He's
I
got a
think it's-
huge.
And Devin, you're in it too, right? Devin, you're on
Yes.
the credits, so Devin's in it too.
Good, so you're
Yes,
traveling
I'm
together.
making my
You know-
acting debut again.
Again, but not a debut, so it's a
Ron-
resurgence.
Ron,
Yeah,
when we
resurgence.
Ron, when we were at Sue Wong's house, you told me an interesting story. I don't know that you want to repeat it on the air, but it was about Valentino.
Just meeting that gracious gentleman for the first time was amazing. He contacted me in my dressing room at CBS. We talked for many, many months, and then he invited me to Rome to come to his big old mansion in the old section of Rome. Believe it or not, there's an old section of Rome.
Rome is old.
Yeah. But when he rounded the corner and came to meet me in his dark suit, that's his color, this dark blue suit. I swear he went into slow motion. In my head, in my mind, I saw him coming down the hallway in slow motion. He just had an elegance about him, and he reeks of elegance, and everything's white glove service type of thing for him, and he's kind of aristocratic, English aristocratic, even though he's very Italian. But he's very gracious, very generous, and very creative man that taught me a lot about fashion. I wasn't a fashion buff. I always told people I don't give a rat's ass about fashion. But he really showed me why fashion is the way it is and gave me a new appreciation for it. So going to his 30-year retrospective and seeing 30 years of his work, of this creativity that he's done, it really opened my eyes. And I patterned my character of Ridge Forrester on Bold and Beautiful after a young Valentino, because he took me and showed me how to deal with the models, how he designs things, how he deals with fashion. So it was a big lesson, and I kind of use it on the show.
Okay, so hold on.
I
hold on.
wore
No,
his
no, no, no,
shoes
wait,
for
wait.
years.
Wait, my turn. My turn.
I loved his shoes. He had the best suede.
So first of all,
Soft suede.
First of all, for anybody who just in case you don't know who these two fabulous people are,
Oh, that's not
Devin
possible.
DeVasquez, you guys, was the first spokesmodel winner on Star Search, which also got her the cover of Playboy. You were the first one, right, on Star Search?
Well, I won $100,000 as a spokesmodel in 1986. It was the third season for Star Search, and it was one of the biggest shows. I say it's the grandfather of all of these shows, like
Today.
American Idol and Dancing with the Stars. You know, because you had all the categories from dancing to acting to modeling.
I
back
loved
then.
it.
And because I won the show, Playboy featured me in another pictorial and with my name on the cover. That was a
November.
big deal back then. I was the
No-
first Hispanic playmate to have a cover from winning that show. So that was a big honor.
November 1986, and then she's part of the cast of one of the greatest high school movies of the 80s, ever. It's like one of my favorite movies, and everybody in it became a superstar, and that is, oh God, now
Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't Buy Me Love with Patrick Dempsey, the greatest movie ever. It's such a, I can't,
I kissed him first.
and it's such an amazing.
Before he was Dr. McDreamy, I kissed him.
And Ron, for anybody who doesn't know Ron, besides being Ridge Forrester on 3,971 episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, which is like a lifetime.
How many?
According to IMDb, it says 3,971.
Now double that.
Is it really?
More than double that.
Okay, so 7,800 episodes. Besides that, he's also in Player, you guys. Baby Come Back. You can't turn on any radio station ever and not hear the song. We listen to Yacht Rock, and it plays like every 3 hours, and I listen to Yacht Rock all day long, and so and the Love Channel on.
And there's no one who doesn't know who you are. I mean, seriously, we were at a party, my birthday party in New York, and my very oldest and dearest friend, she came up to me, she looked at me, she said, "You know him." I said, I know a lot of hymns. Who are you talking about? She said, him. I have been in love with him since I'm like a girl. She said, I can't believe it. You know,
like in her 70s.
You know him. And she kept doing the hymn. And I said, for Christ's sake, Teresa, who the fuck are you talking about? And she said, Moss, Ronn Moss. I said, yes, I know him. And he's a very nice guy. And he's got a gorgeous wife. She said, yeah, I know about her. But him, you know him. So when she comes out with her husband next year to visit us, I'm going to have to make her meet him. Now that's your new name, him.
Yeah. Now who is Teresa?
Teresa Vecchio and John Vecchio grew up with me. We all got married together. We had our children together. We lived miles apart on Long Island. We grew up. I, of course, went on with Hollywood and Bologna, and I moved away, but we've maintained our friendship always.
50-something years.
In Italy, they would say Louis. Louis means him. So Ron thought his name was Louis for.
So apparently, in the United States, it's still him.
Him. No, but she did. I swear to you, I thought she was great. She came up to me, but like mysterious, and whispered, "You know him," like she was going to lose her breath and faint. And I said, "Him who? I know a lot of hymns."
So hold on.
Well, you get that from a lot of women, Ron. Come on, cut the crap.
No comment. No comment.
He pushes against the whole sex symbol thing.
No, but Devin,
tell him to just embrace it.
Wait, hang on a second. Tristan Rogers, who's a good friend of ours, you know Tristan, of course, and his wife, who we love and adore, said that she would be in a club with Tristan, and women would get in between her and Tristan and push her out of the way and start to touch him and flirt with Tristan. Has that ever happened with you and Ron?
Actually, when we're in Europe, especially, or pretty much Australia, all over the world, there's lots of women that want photos. And I understand that. I'm usually the one taking the photos of the women with him. And a lot of people wonder, why aren't you jealous? Don't you get jealous of all these women that want photos with him? And I'm like, nah, because a lot of men want photos with me. So.
Well, especially if they come in with a Playboy magazine, open it up and ask you to sign it. But Teresa Rogers also said the same thing. She said, "Oh, Ron, please." She said, "It's boring." She said, "It's just boring."
I understand it because I've been in the business for so long, and it's not something to get jealous over. It's kind of a fondness, actually, because 3 generations of women, men and women, have watched him for over 25 years on television, and he's become part of their culture. I understand because I used to watch soaps, and now we produce
The Bay.
The Bay.
The Bay.
It's like, so I understand it. So it doesn't make me jealous.
I
Well,
absolutely.
yeah, well, Tristan won an Emmy for the Bay.
No, he didn't. Studio City.
Oh, Studio City. I'm sorry.
They've got a whole bunch of Emmys for
You
the
got-
Bay.
you
How
got-
many- so how many Emmys has the Bay
Yeah,
won?
how
We
many?
have
Yeah.
10 between the two of us, 5 each.
Woo!
Congratulations.
It's a great show.
So we've actually had Christian on our show, and everybody who's done guest appearances, from Dot Marie Jones to everybody. Like, we've probably had like 30 people on our show from the Bay.
To your lover,
so
Sean Kanan.
So congratulations to you guys. And now, so you produce it, but you're not actually. Are you in any episodes, Devin? Or you're
I'm
just the
not.
producer?
No, I did a little cameo on the plane looking at Mr. Blackwell, you know, giving him a little look, flirtatious look once, but I didn't want to act on the Bay. I didn't really want to do any acting unless it was a role that I could really sink my teeth into. And I have that coming up in Trailblazers. So I'm really excited about that.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, Studio City is doing well also.
Yes, and we made a little cameo on that.
I know. I haven't seen it yet, but I will.
It's pretty funny. Ron is very different.
We have to watch it. Actually,
Now, the question: how did you meet my love, who I love so much, Sue Wong? She's a broad, you know. Everybody thinks she's a stuck-up girl, but she's not. She's just a broad, and a nice person.
I interviewed her for my website, woman2woman.tv. I interviewed her because I admired her story.
Yep.
Her roots from China to becoming the success that she is. And I interviewed her, and then I met her. We met her together, Ron and I, at a art gallery in Beverly Hills, and she invited us to one of her parties, and we've been frequent guests ever since.
I know that.
I love her.
I know she's
so
very
fabulous.
fond of the both of you. She really speaks well of the
We
both
love
of
her
you.
too.
You know, but when you first meet her, you figure, oh, this broad's got so much money. She's got so much clout. She knows so many people. She's so phony. She's so this. She's so pretentious. She's so braggart, you know, and she ate rat when she was a kid. There's more to Sue Wong than that. There's a beautiful human being inside who only wants to be loved and to love back. And she really is good to her friends, the real friends, not the phonies that, you know, gather around her. So Sue and I have become very close, and I'm so happy because
we met you guys through her.
She's also extremely creative.
Oh,
Sue
she's the ultimate ultimate
Sue's
artist.
a true artist, a true creative spirit.
Ultimate artist.
She does everything for the sake of beauty and health and spirit and nurturing all of those things. So it's wonderful.
And
all
like
Ron, she'll never retire. She's always recreating herself.
Me too. I'm 81 years old and I'm still going full steam. And I'm here only 8 weeks out of triple heart surgery. So you know, I'm.
How are you doing with that? How are you feeling?
I feel wonderful. I feel terrific. My doctors are amazed that by the 6th week I was running around and going to New York, and I heal quickly. I have barely a scar. And I feel good. I had no choice. I had to have it. It was either that or die in a couple of months of a massive heart attack. So, of course, I went through the surgery. It's a painful surgery. It's a dreadful surgery. The first 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you're out of it. All you do is sleep. It's a terrible time. But now I feel like a 20-year-old.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So hang on, I want to go back to you guys. We have to brag a little bit.
But wait a minute, I want to say something else before you brag.
Okay, well,
we're coming to your party. You didn't even know
but
that.
that's not supposed to be a
Are
public
you?
thing.
Oh, I'm not supposed to make that public. Guess what? There's no such thing as a party. We're not going anywhere.
But yes, we'll see you at that non-existent party.
We'll see you. We'll see you both.
And actually,
soon.
I have an invite for you guys too, because a friend of ours is doing a movie, and they have a movie premiere, and they said, "Oh my God, you have Ron and Devin on, and we would love to put Ron in one of our upcoming movies. We invite him to our premiere of the one that they have out now." And I said I would ask. So in an email, I'll send you some information, and you guys can see if you'd like.
If it's a movie, he can change his look for again?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he's
I
also
know
that.
Ron is dying to be in one of the movies that I do.
No, this is
No,
better. Better.
Ron
This is
can't wait
better.
to be in one of my movies. They pay $200 a day.
No, not
And
this is
and
different.
Ron can't
This
wait.
is different. Sometimes
I'm
make
making
fun
a
of
joke,
it.
you moron. I'm going to punch you right through a wall. See those glasses? I'm going to punch him right in his glasses.
So you
All
guys
the
listen.
wine, all the wine I can drink.
Yeah, so all the wine.
No,
you can drink.
seriously.
Oh, which I forgot too. One thing I need to make sure we bring in
But
here.
wait,
maybe
my
we have-
movies are class movies, like Killer Clown and Clown something else, and then Clown's sister and Clown's mother-in-law and Clown's ass. I mean, every friggin' film I'm in is got a clown. Ron, you would love it. $200 a day. Could you imagine? You get 3 days work. You can take your wife out to dinner.
Hey, you
It
guys.
sounds wonderful.
If you're having if you guys want to actually get a chance to meet Ron and Devin, they're doing a fan room live on Saturday, June 5th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You go to fanroomlive.com. It's a virtual meet and greet. You'll get to talk to them one-on-one. You'll get to take snapshots of the screen. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, it's June 5th, which we'll mention this again but at the end of the show, but it's June 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's fanroomlive.com to get tickets. You see how much fun we're having? You'll get to have that kind of fun,
Yeah,
too.
because you could be the interviewer. You can talk to them and ask them questions. Of course, keep the questions polite. There are certain questions you will not get answers to. I want to get back to the
Hang on.
I want to talk to the beautiful one.
No, wait a second. Whoa. So you
They're
guys
both beautiful,
you can
but the
go
girl
to
beautiful.
DevonDeVasquez.com. It's DEVASQUEZ.com and RonnMoss.com. But Ron is 2 N's, so RONNMOSS.com for more information. And then they have their own site that's them together that has things that they endorse. I didn't write that one down. It's like DevonRon.com or something. What is it? Devron.com. And
Chevron.
Yes. Oh, there you go. And one of the very cool things that they've done, you guys,
Chevron.
and
I love it.
you guys can get all kinds of merch on the website, but they wrote a book, and it's written by the two of them, and it's a humorous look at relationships, and this is the greatest title ever. It's My Husband's a Dog, My Wife's a Bitch. And it's by Ronn Moss and Devin DeVasquez. Tell us a little bit about it, because I thought that was like genius, and you guys have such a following. Like, how cool to have a relationship book.
Well, first of all, we should get back. I mean, I know how they met because I already did that at Sue's house. But tell our audience how you guys met.
Well, the short version is I got my SAG card saying hi to him in the movie he met his now ex-wife on. So it's a soap opera. And we were reintroduced 18 years later by Lorenzo Lamas and another playmate friend of mine, Barbara Moore. They were together at the time, and they reintroduced us because Lorenzo was on The Bold and the Beautiful, and we've been together ever since. So it's been 17 years now we've been together.
I love it.
And Lorenzo Lamas' mom is my buddy, Arlene Dahl, who's a good friend of mine. And his dad was, of course, Fernando Lamas, who has passed on. But his mother is just an incredibly beautiful woman, milk white skin and orangey red hair and green eyes. For those of you, look her up, Arlene Dahl. Just the most. Did you ever see Arlene, his mom? What she looks like?
I haven't seen her in the last few years. No.
She's, you know what? She's about 100 and she's gorgeous. I mean, we should have called her when we were in New York. But anyway,
it's so funny. We just watched the movie Grease recently. Right. Ron and I were laughing because Lorenzo was just a baby.
Yes.
A baby.
Throughout the whole movie,
a baby.
He didn't even have a line.
Yeah. No, I say this to all our gay friends because all our gay friends want to know, is he gay or do you think he's possibly gay, very gay friendly? And I say, listen, whenever I'm in Larry's company, he puts his arm around me. There's pictures of him kissing me on the cheek, hugging me. We like each other. Gay actors don't do that. They hide. This man is so heterosexual, it's pathetic. I mean, if you saw the women he's got, I mean, every broad looks like a plastic Barbie doll with these huge boobs and platinum blonde hair. In fact, I wanted to fix my daughter Leslie up with Larry, and I said that to Arlene, and Arlene said, "Oh, you don't want to do that to your daughter." You wouldn't wish it on your daughter. She said, "No, my son marries all these strange women." But anyway, he's a sweet guy and a great guy, and he did a good thing introducing you to. So
He
we like
was
to
best
we like
man in
to
our
name
wedding.
drop.
He was the best man in the wedding.
Yeah, we like to name drop on our show. Well, no, everybody that tunes in, they want to know about everybody that we know in Hollywood.
So I want to go back to the book. How did the book come around, and who decided on the title?
I came up with the title, and that's kind of what one of the things that spurred on the book being written. Devin's idea is that men can and should be trained like dogs.
Boo, 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 boo.
So based on that concept, I came up with that title. It just hit me in the dog theme. My husband's a dog. My wife's a bitch.
Good for you.
And if people get upset about it, I go, it's a dog theme.
So the bitch is the dog, the female dog.
No, he brings me a cappuccino every morning. He brings me breakfast in bed every morning. He's been doing this for 17 years now.
Who, the dog or your husband?
My husband.
The dog in the other room, not the one on our lap.
Yeah.
So
according to my wife,
came up with a clever concept of, I'm going to write my point of view about relationships and he can write his point of view. And it's just a humorous look at relationships, kind of like Men Are From Mars, Women Are
right.
Venus.
But Devin, how do you relate to raising a man like a dog? I mean, how do you work that? What is it? You want to give us a biscuit?
Okay,
Ron, let me answer
that.
Devin,
you know that. I don't know.
Let me. I gotta let you. You gotta let me get in here.
Okay.
Ron. Devin thinks that she trained me to bring her a cappuccino. This is her concept, and I let her believe that.
See that?
Instead of that, you just love her and you want to do it.
There's a joke that says, if you, what do men and linoleum have in common?
They like to get laid.
If you lay them right the first time, you can walk all over them.
That's really nice, Devin. I'm taking back my introduction.
It's a joke.
I don't like you anymore.
I think that was hilarious. That was fabulous.
They get walked on.
I love the fact that you guys
Well, wait a minute. Devin,
No,
you said
that didn't.
Devin, you said you're Hispanic. What kind of Hispanic are you?
My father was from Spain, from Madrid, but I never knew my father. He died before I was born.
Oh.
And my mother was from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, so you're
so I'm
if your
French,
father,
Canadian, Irish, American Indian, and Spanish.
Okay, if your father were alive, you would think differently. Absolutely, because a Spaniard, a man from Spain with the old values is the same as a man from Italy with the old values.
Yeah.
And you would be thinking differently. A man, Ron is your tower of power. Ron is your protector. Ron is your sensibility. Ron keeps you in control. Ron watches over you. Ron supports you. I mean, financially in every way. Without Ron, you'd just be another blonde. How do you like that? Running around laying linoleum for a living.
No, you know what? I love and appreciate my husband, and I tell him that every day. I really would not have wanted to go through what we've been through with this whole COVID thing and lockdowns without him. And my heart goes out to those who've been alone through this whole situation. He is definitely my protector and my rock, and I love him dearly.
And you know that when we were at Sue's house, the first 10 or 20 minutes, I said to myself, he really loves her. Look at how he's looking at her. You were speaking to me, and his eyes started to get watery and glassy and glowing, and he got this shit ass grin on his face. And I said, this man really loves this lady.
So he's married me 3 times now in the last 17 years.
That's beautiful.
Well, nobody said he was stupid.
What part?
No, stop it, Ron.
What part of Louisiana are you from? They want to actually, our engineer is in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, Rebel.
Rebel, you know,
So-
we go from here to Louisiana to Florida to God knows where, and then back to you.
So,
Yeah.
so going
Yeah.
back to you guys, so they were on an episode of Celebrity Wife Swap, which I've never actually seen that. What actually happens when you swap wives on Celebrity Wife Swap?
That doesn't sound nice.
Well,
There was a guy on another daytime show called General Hospital, and his wife, and they try to keep it. They try to keep it on the up and up as much as they can, meaning they don't want each couple to know what the other couple's doing.
Okay.
We kept wanting to know, to contact our spouse and all, and they wouldn't allow that to happen because they want to create a certain dynamic. It's a reality show,
Right, it's a reality show.
So
which you know
what
is
happened?
not really
It's not reality.
Right, we know it's not reality. Yes.
So she got the 5-year-old boy, her husband, and their 5-year-old boy, and the 5-year-old boy fell in love with Devin. So they had a wonderful little family thing going. So I could tell that they decided me and his wife were going to be the antithesis of that. We're not going to be the happy couple.
So you guys didn't get along.
Well, we got along great, but they did not want to show that part. So they made it seem like I was always irritated at everything she did. And she and I actually got along great. We had some great conversations, and we'd start a conversation. The producer would go a couple minutes in. Okay, that's great, guys. So can we get a little more pushback on this? And
I think that stinks because your audiences now are going to think you don't get along. I think that's wrong.
And they also
Well, that's what they do. 70%.
Yeah, well, screw them. You're not going to give up your reputation to make their show good.
So did it air? Did your episode
It's all in the
air?
editing, you guys.
It's aired several times, actually. They've rerun it many times.
In the chat room, they're saying they love that show.
Well, I'm going to have to say to you, folks, in person, off camera, without anybody looking, these two guys get along great. They were wonderful.
Well, they weren't
she
getting along
spoke.
with each other anyway. They were getting
No, but at Sue's house, she was talking
they were
about
different wives. Celebrity Wife Swap. He doesn't watch any reality.
I hate
shows.
those stupid things. I mean, I don't even know why they make.
She went with the other guy's
Real
husband,
junk.
and he went with the other guy's wife.
Yeah, so he was mean to the other guy's wife.
Yeah, well, he wasn't really, but
No, what they do is
I think the whole premise is stupid.
they make it seem like you're in each other's houses, but you're not.
forget
You're
about
gonna
it.
tell,
Forget about it. Come into my movies, 200 each a day. You make some money. I mean,
So then another thing they got you guys, because they really like branded themselves. So now they have Devin's Kick-Ass Cajun Seasoning that you can get on devron.com. I had to think about it. Devron.com. And not only does Ron with Player,
she brought something to Sue's, if I remember. Am I losing my memory? Did you make something and bring it to Sue's that we ate?
Cajun?
No, not at that party. No, but I'm Cajun food is my specialty, and I created the spice we give part of the proceeds back to victims of natural disasters, and it was inspired by Hurricane Katrina when it hit New Orleans. I wanted to do something authentic to give back to my home state. So it's my recipe created down in Louisiana, packaged in Louisiana, and I'm a Louisianan. So it's a great spice, lower in sodium, and it's a spice that gives back.
I love it.
Good. Now, can I ask you a question for my own self, a personal question? Jimmy and I have decided Palm Springs is just too hot. I'm making a lot of films, big films, 200 a day, remember now. So I'm in about 6 or 7 Academy Award-winning films that I'll get an award for sure. And we have to go to LA. We drive in 2 hours a day. Mostly we shoot up in Santa Clarita, up at the ranches, the farm. You guys, I'm not going to say where you live, but I know where you live. Do you think Jimmy and I should look there? Because I love it there. It's beautiful.
Yes.
What's
We're
it like?
actually selling our house. You can buy our house and move right in.
Yeah, but I'm looking.
Where are you going?
Wait, I'm looking for a house for about $29,990.
We're in Europe half the time as it is, and we have been, and it's just easier on the body to just be half the time in one place and half the time in another. And so our kids are grown up, and we don't need such a big house. And
Right.
so
Right.
we're thinking of downsizing and having a much simpler life.
That's
because
nice.
it's just Ron and I and Prince.
But
Yes,
would
sir.
you stay? Would you stay in the neighborhood you're in, the area you're
Yes,
in?
we love our neighborhood. We're just outside of Thousand Oaks.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
well, I didn't want to say that. We're looking in
We were looking in Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita. That was we're 55 and over, because I'm 81.
So are we.
You're 55 and over. You're not 55. Devin, you're 55.
I'm going to be 58 in a
God,
couple weeks.
I'll be
You
57.
look good. You look good for 58. Here I'm thinking you're
I'm
like
not
four.
going to say how old Ron is because he's so.
No, I know.
sensitive
I
about
know
it.
how old he is. We discussed it.
I think age is just a number. I don't care.
I agree.
Well, look at me, 81. Do I look 81? No
No,
way.
you do not.
I know
You do
people
not.
that are
Yeah.
younger that act older or seem
Yes,
older.
yes, yes,
Doesn't
yes.
matter. It's how you think and how you feel.
Devin, if you knew our schedule for the next 4 months, you'd say that Ron Russell will be dead soon. Because we have, because of Soho Johnny and Sue Wong and a bunch of other friends of ours, we have rock concerts coming up in August in New York and LA. We have, I'm a judge at a dance contest for a disco party that's going to be in LA. We have New York. We have a schedule that young people can't do. My mind does not see age. I am as young as I was when I was young. I refuse to age in any way,
I think
physically or
60 is
mentally.
the new 40 now.
Yes, I agree.
Well, 80 is the new 40 for me.
So wait, so
Can
also
can you guys see this?
yes,
Yeah, that's you playing a guitar.
Who am I
Right?
playing
The bear.
a bear. I saw that on your Instagram.
What's the bear doing there?
Which actually we should tell everybody. So you guys can follow Ron on
Look at
Instagram.
that.
He's Ron Moss, RONN.
Is it over? Is it over?
And at Twitter.
It's the bear. He and his he just lost his brother. This bear. He's 19 years old, and they were on commercials and TV shows. The sweetest bears. They're like so well kept and well fed and loved, but this bear Cody, he lost his brother a month ago. So.
But the other day we were out there with him, and it's a ranch with a lot of different animals. And we put a bunch of raccoons all over us, little baby raccoons, while we were playing music. So I had 3 raccoons sitting on me, all over me while we were playing music. It was very cute. So anyway, the bear.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And the bear just went around getting treats from everybody. And there's a big respect. You can't just go up and jump on him and all that.
Right.
No. But there's a big respect. But the bear is just very chill. He has got a big pool, a big, wonderful little pool that the girls all got in the pool, and the bear jumped in with them, and they were it's very cool.
That's very cool.
Ron, again, because I'm old and I lose my memory, name me your movie you're shooting, and when will it be out?
Trailblazers, we're hoping to start shooting in a couple of months if we get all the financing together, all our ducks in order, and
Right.
it'll be out sometime next year, obviously.
And
It takes a while.
what's your cat? Who's in your cast?
Oh, great cast.
It's a very eclectic cast of
Almost everybody in the cast has been on our show, just about.
Who?
Really?
Name it. Let's hear. Name them.
Christy Swanson,
Kaya Jones,
who I just did a bunch of press for.
Scott Baio,
Scott Baio. We know. I know. I interviewed Scott.
We have
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain, Robert Davi. I think.
Interviewed Dean Cain.
Robert Davi. I think.
I
maybe.
interviewed Robert Davi.
Yeah, we have them all.
Yeah, I interviewed all these guys. They're great guys. I love Sean Cain. He's not Sean. Dean Cain. Gene Cain. He's a really nice guy. Superman. Yeah.
I think it's fabulous. So hold on, I want to go back though because we have like 10 minutes left before they're going to kick us off the air, and I want to promote some of Ron's stuff because I didn't know you did all these solo albums before we met you. I was so excited when I met you to meet your wife actually.
Your wife.
Can't Buy Me Love because like it's such a great movie. That I heard somebody talking to you at Sue Wong's about like different solo music, and now according to your website, you have two solo albums. Is there more than that? Because on Spotify, it seems like there's more than that.
It's 3.
Okay, 3
maybe
albums. One of them, hang on, doggy. One of them is, oh, hold on. I got it written down here someplace. I wrote it down. I'm Your Man and Uncovered. And
Right.
what's the other ones?
Dreaming, not
No,
dreaming.
Lockdown Lover.
Lockdown Lover is what I did last year while we were all locked down. I recorded everything mostly myself in Belgium and Italy because I did a couple of songs with some friends remotely, and I put it all together, assembled it, and I even made little videos to go along, so they're all music videos. But that was a kind of confined creative endeavor of mine. So Lockdown Lover, and we had a two number ones in Belgium. Song I wrote.
Congratulations.
Called what's it called?
Dreaming in Color.
Thank you. Dreaming in Color.
What's your
Dreaming in Color.
What's your
Dreaming
favorite?
in Color.
What's your favorite country in Europe?
I would say we've spent the most time in Italy.
Me too.
It's just
I would say that too.
It's
Meanwhile,
an amazing place to be.
if I were casting a movie, I would use you, Ron, and you have a brother who looks like you, who's not, of course, not your brother. Julia Roberts, the movie you love. What's his name?
Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman. What's his name?
Richard.
Gere.
Richard, you look like Richard Gere. You could be brothers.
Richard
There's a
Gere
great
looks like him.
resemblance, or that you both look like.
I've gotten Richard Gere in my life when I was younger. I've gotten Warren Beatty when my hair was longer.
So in Italy, too,
I get Tony Curtis all the time.
He was on Dancing with the Stars and came in second place in the Italian Dancing with the Stars.
You're kidding.
I read it on his website.
Who, Ron did?
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to be. They have Dancing with the Stars in Italy.
In every
They
country.
do. They had it actually.
Sean was on
before
it
we had
too.
here.
Did you do the Tarantella?
I did all the popular dances, all of them. We had to go through. We had to do 14 dances.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my God.
It's much harder, that show in Italy, than the one here. Because it was like 2-hour show.
The deal was,
wow.
it's a 4-hour show there, a 4-hour live show.
Yeah.
And Italians are very good dancers. I'm Italian, 100%.
They're very good dancers.
We're
My
good
teacher was
dancers.
excellent.
I'm a good dancer.
I love it.
It's in our blood.
So
Look at
another
this.
thing. So Devin,
Astro, say hi to Prince.
When you met him, did you were you like in awe of the fact that he was like a rock star?
No.
Did you like?
She saw how cute he was. She didn't care what he was.
No, he was not in the best place at the time when I met him. And he had 2 little girls, 5 and 10.
Oh, there he is.
And he had been
Fabulous.
divorced for a couple of years. And he was sort of, just not really looking for a relationship. I was 41. He was 52 at the time. So
when you met?
Yeah, when we were reintroduced. We met.
When Larry introduced
you. Back when I first won Star Search, and he was first on The Bold and the Beautiful. Our exes actually did a movie together, and we met at a rap party that our exes were in. And I remembered meeting him. So when Lorenzo was telling me, I'm going to introduce you to this guy on my show, he never mentioned Ron. He was talking about this other guy, Windsor Harmon, who played his brother. And I was thinking in my head, gee, I wish it was that Ron guy, but I thought he was married.
But he wasn't. He wasn't married.
And it turned out to be him instead of Windsor. Because
Ron,
then you were happy.
But wait, Ron wasn't married. He was single.
No, that's it.
He
didn't know that. He was telling Windsor about me, and Windsor said, "Dude, I'm married. You should introduce her to Ron."
How did you get? What technique did you use to get him?
Me?
You, of course, the little devil.
No
she
way.
said,
She was the other way around.
She's so innocent. Did you hear that one?
No, it was the other way around. She just walked in, and he was like,
"Come on,
no,
Astro, you're on my wires."
I don't know. I think I was just a very strong, independent woman, and he was attracted
who
to
asked
that.
Who asked who on the first date?
It
You
took
didn't even
about.
ask me on a
I
date.
did. Devin still laments about me not even calling her for a week. We had one date at that Mastro's in Beverly Hills. And I didn't call her for over a week. What she fails to say was I was working 17, 18-hour days on a show that was unrelenting. And it's hard to do anything. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta like love
My
it, though.
future understanding wife. But
I didn't really
came
know.
to
I
realize
didn't know
what
what
kind
to
of
think
work it
because
was.
most of our dates were at Windsor's house for the first month. I mean, he didn't really ask me out we hung out.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. When did you get your first kiss?
Well, I had to reteach him how to kiss. Seriously.
Ron
he
Moss,
did not know how to freaking
the soap
kiss.
opera Romeo? You had to teach him how to
doing these
kiss?
fake kisses because his ex-wife was jealous of him kissing on the show. I'm like, dude, you don't know how to kiss. I have to.
Everybody thinks you're so adorable. That's
He's
hilarious.
A
Wait a minute.
kisser, and he didn't know how to kiss.
There's a difference between a TV kiss and a real kiss. Is what
I
she's
don't think he
saying.
kissed a TV kiss.
No, we did. We'd had a technique that was just very copacetic and all. And I got so used to that, doing it for so many years, that I lost my ability to really kiss.
To kiss
And
real.
Devin literally went, "That's not a kiss.
That is hilarious.
This is a kiss." And she just went, "Wow."
Woo!
That's what
I have
fell
forgotten.
in love with Ron. I taught him how to freaking kiss.
I think it just blew his whole image. I mean, every woman that's madly in love with him is going to say, you know what? I could have taught him to kiss. Now they're all going to fantasize that they should have had Ron to teach him to kiss. Women like to be in.
So let me give you the quick story.
Sure.
So on the show, I'm doing the fake kisses. Me and Catherine, who was been playing opposite me for more years than I've been married, right? And I come home, I get this big lesson from Devin.
2 minutes.
And I literally have to go back to Catherine. And I said, "Catherine, I'm going to tell you a funny story." I told her the whole thing. She laughed. I said, "Would it be okay if on the show, since we've been married 7 times, can we just kiss for real instead of doing the fake kiss anymore?" And I expected her to go, "I don't know." She went, "Yeah, sure. That's okay."
She's probably been waiting for years to do that with me.
She had no problem. She had no problem.
Of course she had no problem. It was one of her masturbation fantasies.
Go, Devin. Go, Devin.
Ron, I did movies. So in the movies, I actually really kissed Billy Warlock when I did Society, and Patrick Dempsey when I did Can't Buy Me Love. Ron on these soaps, because they were married and they had to do all the fake kissing because they're doing, working together all the time. He got used to doing that. He forgot how to actually kiss. And I said, "Will you just go kiss her for real and tell her?"
Great. So hang on, you guys, because we only got like 30 seconds left. I
I
want to do
want
my fan
more.
room live. Everybody get tickets June 5th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, fan room live with Devin DeVasquez and Ron Moss. Go to fanroomlive.com to get your tickets. Check out DevinDeVasquez.com and RonMoss.com. Follow him. Devin DeVasquez is just Devin DeVasquez on the social medias, Instagram and Twitter. But Ron on Instagram is Ron Moss, but on Twitter he's Ron_Moss. On Twitter. So you guys got to get that right. We want to thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
No, you're
And you guys hang on 1 second,
You're
because our
delight-
engineer
you're-
wants to ask you a question.
You're really delightful people. I knew that when we met you at Sue's. I even said to Jimmy, they're going to be good interviews. I knew it because that little demonette down there.
Oh, and Mr. Prince.
Linoleum.
Hi, Mr. Prince.
If we do this again, I'll play a little song for you.
There we
We
go.
are
Definitely.
we
We're
are
definitely
going to
gonna
do it again because I'm sure there's millions of women out there saying,
everybody in the chat room
bring
loves it.
him on again.
Actually, but everybody on the chat room thinks he's very cute and everything, but they're all saying that Devin is totally adorable.
She is adorable. No, you know what?
She
They're a
is.
wonderful team because he plays off of her, and she knows when to come in and be sweet and cute. You both work it well. I love your
All
personality.
right, everybody. So we're gonna go.
And I'm happy that we know each other. I'm really happy. Now, welcome to our soap opera family. We know everybody From Judith Chapman down to who? Everybody.
It doesn't matter. We got to go. So we got to
Oh,
go.
I don't want to go.
Hey, everybody.
Down to
Thanks so
him.
much. Tune in next week.
To him. We'll see you
We'll
at
see you
the
guys at
place
the,
that
at the
we're
place
not
that we're gonna
going.
see you, and I'll
Right.
and stay online 1 second, you guys. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Taru. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Good show, folks. Good show.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ronn Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ronn Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ronn Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ronn Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ronn Russell.